Hi Virgo, welcome to Magpie Moonchild. My name is Kayleigh. This is your monthly read for February. This is just going to have a look at the energy of each week and then an overall energy across the whole month. And just seeing what comes up for you really, Virgo. So I'm going to see what we've got coming up for you for the first week. All the normal housekeeping stuff is down below. I feel kind of dreamy. So you've got the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, that is that dreamy, non-committal energy coming through, Virgo. Something that you are considering taking up, considering studying, considering investing in, but you're not really very committal to it. You're kind of musing over it, wondering if that is the right thing for you to do, mulling it over. There's quite a relaxed energy, just kind of enjoying your environment around you. It's just that, yeah, that low key, chilled out, not too much pressure energy. Just not being very focused on outcomes really, just savouring the moment that you're in, and I think that's a wonderful energy, Virgo. Your next card that's come out is the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So again, that non-productive energy. Something's blocking a payoff for you, but so there's not going to be any big major financial or material gains within the second week of February. So that's like the 8th through to the 14th. So maybe there might not be gifts at your door from suitors or lovers or whatever, but I don't think that really bothers you because you're in this nice laid back, like, yeah, whatever happens, happens. I don't really need material stuff right now. I'm kind of good with the minimal. That hippy dippy, I've got that hippy dippy kind of bohemian, like, yeah, I don't need too much, I just happy mulling along. I don't want to do too much work. I'm not worried about exerting myself too much. But again, if you're not exerting, the money's not going to come in. So if you need the money, you're going to have to make the effort to earn the money. But if you don't need it, then it's amazing this month. You can just chill back and relax. It may be that you don't need to work, you could be furloughed at the moment, and it's just asking you to have that focus on doing things that make you happy at the moment, rather than focusing on the fact that maybe money isn't coming in or as readily. It's not as full flowing as normal, but equally it's just taking the time. You've got this time, it's at home, but there are things that you can do with that time that you don't normally get given. I know people go, oh, you're being paid to stay at home. There's a reason why you're being paid to stay at home. It's because it's too dangerous for everybody for you to be out in work and spread this disease. But it's just taking that chill out time. Like, well, what have you've got this free time. What do you want to do with it? If you're not, homeschooling might not be productive. So maybe it's about focusing on other ways of spending quality time together. The trade-off for the kids, like, well, if you do this, we can bake a cake, or we can... It's the low-key, more relaxed energy of being at home, really, and just chilling out. So for the third week of February, I'm trying to think then, Mercury retrograde is in my head, not being very good with me trying to place words. The messages come through, I just can't always get the words out properly. But yeah, so the third week of February, so this is like the 15th through to the 21st, you have the energy of the Three of Pentacles. So maybe it's time to have a look around the home, see if there's any improvements that once money does flow a bit more. I'm getting very much home energy and like your family environment, seeing what works for you, what do you need to adjust. Looking at if you have a partner, looking at the relationship and the communication between you, working if there's a better way for you to communicate with each other or work alongside each other. It could be that there's some sort of business opportunity that the two of you can collaborate together and get working from home to a certain extent to get a small supplementary income coming in. But yeah, very much like using skills that the pair of you have to build it up. Equally, somebody could literally be building a bar in their basement or garden. I'm really getting like a practical project, like a fun practical project. And I really like the idea of a little bar, because it kind of looks like he's behind a bar in the garden. I really like that. But equally, yeah, you could be, or be careful not to put your partner in hot water. Like if they do like to react, I'm getting there in hot water. Be careful you don't get in hot water with whatever it is you're doing. So if you're moonlighting, you need to declare any income that you make. Yeah, or they're moonlighting, whatever this supplementary income, just be careful you don't end up in hot water with it. Make sure if you're creating, if it's like candles or stuff like that, make sure you're looking at the compliances, the regulations that you're doing. So like CLP on the back of a candle that you need to do, and making sure that you have everything tested or is compliant. If you're making toys, if it's to do with if you're reproducing things and there's copyright infringement, saying the words inspired by still shows that you are intending to use that inspiration to piggyback a sale off the back of their thing. A lot of people do Disney and that sort of thing, copyright. They will take your house away. They will sue you. If they catch you, they will sue you. They will take no prisoners. You do not want to land yourself in that hot water. So be very mindful of breaching copyright and compliance and legislation within that, to supplement, because I know you're trying to make a side income, but the reason that Disney sells is because Disney have produced their own brand. You need to build up your own brand, your own skills, your own talent. Otherwise you will end up in hot water. Okay, but the good news is, and you've got a lot of Pentacle energy, by the end of the month you should see enough money coming through, payment coming in, that leaves you comfortable and possibly a little bit extra for the treats, the luxuries. This is also the single lady card, so if you are a single parent, you can manage your finances by the end of this month. It should all balance up. There should be a little bit left over for a treat. Money should flow a bit more easily by the end of the month, towards the last week of the month. Check your water bill. You may be due a rebate from that. For some reason I'm getting water bill coming in. Yeah, fruit just starts flourishing and coming in for you. It may be that within the month, if they get themselves in hot water, if somebody's about to go through a court case, they may end up being put into custody or into jail or whatever. You have the ability within you to keep the home running. So it may be a bit of time on your own, or they may have to go away for work or whatever to bring the extra income in. Whatever it is, you can manage the home on your own, or they could be sent off to be deployed if they're in the forces. You can keep the kingdom going. You can balance everything. You can juggle everything. You have it within you to do that. And you're going to make it look effortless that you're doing that. Make sure you take the time to rest and heal and keep going. You can only give so much. You are human. You need to take the time to rest and recharge. It's hard work keeping a house going on your own. I don't envy anyone. I do not miss deployments. Even if it's a short one, it's still hard work. But you have a lot of pentacle energy here. You have the power within you to make things keep going along, to keep financially buoyant. You may not have everything you need for luxuries, but you have everything you need to get you through. And at the end of the month, you should be rewarded by the universe with a little bit of extra supplementary income to treat yourself a little bit. So yeah, take the time to pamper yourself a little bit. Rest, recharge, have a nap. Do not be scared to ask for help if it's available to you to get that recharge, especially if you're deployed on you're a single parent or whatever. Make sure you can, if you're not rested, you can't juggle everything. Do you see what I mean? What the overall energy for the month, I wouldn't be surprised if it's not. Three of Swords. Don't be focused on what isn't working. Don't be focused on there's an element of grief that needs to be acknowledged and processed and worked through. I mean, obviously, if they're going away, there's that inevitable heartbreak that they're away from you and you miss them. But I'm getting that you've probably been in this position before. You've done it before and you will get through it again. You have a solid core. Things have hit you before. Heartaches have hit you before. Grief has hit you before. This isn't your first rodeo. If it's a deployment, this isn't your first one necessarily. You have it within you. You can learn from what's happened before. It hurts. Yes, it hurts right now. Yes, it's hard right now. The grief that you haven't got as much income as you had before. The grief that it's not as free-flowing, that you can't have those luxuries. It's about processing that, yes, things aren't where you thought they were supposed to be right now. Like they're not home, or there's not as much money coming in. You're not at work like you were. It's acknowledging that grief, processing it, and not letting it hold you back. Growing from the experience for this month. I'm going to pull you a, no, not Starseed. It's not that. Moonology. Sorry, sometimes I go to grab one and it goes, no, not that one. Moonology card for you for Virgo. Can I have a Moonology card for Virgo, please? There it is. Luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius. So yeah, towards the end of this month, luck's going to come in. Money will flow a bit more easily. You might have a little win on the lottery, a little win. I'm not getting mega win because there's not the 10 pentacles, but a little bit of supplementary extra income will come in. Yeah. Hold your vision. It's also come through. So from February through to March, the end of February through to March, hold your vision. You know where it is you want to be. You know where you want to go. Hold your vision. You've got this. You know you can do it. You know you've got it within you. You've kind of done it before. Hold the vision. It may not be successful right away, but it will be eventually. This door just called to me in this Divine Doors deck. Secret sketches. Wander and seek the familiar and friendly kind. Draw memories in sketches for others to find. I don't know if that's relevant to you. That just screamed at me. This door, this door. It's really weird. That door on the bottom. I think it's because it was the same blue as the moon and the Three of Swords. Maybe it's time to use your grief, like, to put into art, to tell your story. Document through art or writing or music your feelings with this going on, the deep dark feelings, and get your art out there if that's something you've always wanted to do your art and get it out there, whatever that is. Process, use your pain to make something beautiful, and maybe that's where your supplementary income will come through. You know, you'll do a piece of art and it'll be popular and you'll sell it, and that extra income will come in, but because it's your own work, it will pay off. You know, it comes from you. You are the source. You need to share that with people out there, and that's what bring in your supplementary income. If you're an artist, have a look at maybe selling some of your work as prints, because prints, not everybody can afford original artwork. So if you bring out prints of it, say £15 for a print, £10, £8 for a print, people will buy the prints. They can't afford the £300 original artwork, but if you sell prints of the work, they can appreciate your artwork, support you as an artist, and lots of little amounts come in rather than just one big amount. So little bits of money will trickle in that will leave you a little bit more comfortable and able to support yourself. There you go. It's the trade-off. It's the trade-off. Selling off little bits of artwork, and occasionally a big one will come in, but most of the time the little ones will trickle through the income. So yeah, hope that helps, Virgo. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you're keeping safe and well, and I will see you again soon. Bye for now.